Good evening. We start with the major power outage today at Vancouver Island's biggest hospital. The power went out early this morning at Victoria General, and it's been working on backup power since. Generators are only powering critical services, and dozens of surgeries had to be canceled. Well, Tessa Van Stratton has been covering the story. She joins us now live from the newsroom with the latest. Tess.
Scott, it's been a busy day for hydro crews and quite an experience for patients. The power went out around 6 o'clock this morning, and it's still out right now. That's because an emergency surgery is now delaying the switch to a temporary power system. Right now the hospital's on its generators, but if they switch over to the temporary system hydro crews have worked on today, the power will go out for a couple of minutes. That's not going to be good for the surgery, so they're waiting until that's done. I just got off the phone with VGH. They tell me they expect that to happen around 5:30, and then it should be business as usual for the hospital. Hours after the power goes out at Vancouver Island's busiest hospital, hydro crews work to hook up a temporary line.
We have a duct bank that collapsed, so the 3 cables that feed the hospital have all been damaged, which is why the power is out.
It happened while most patients were still asleep, but the hospital's backup generators kicked in right away, providing power for critical services.
We're operating on limited power, which is designed to power all our vital life and limb systems, so things like the ventilators in the ICU and emergency trauma surgeries.
The limited power meant non-essential services like medical imaging, air conditioning, food services, laundry, and even lights were affected.
It's very dark in the hospital. The nurses, sometimes the simplest thing, like going to the bathroom, is becoming a little issue because the bathrooms don't have lights. It is getting really hot and stuffy because the air conditioning is not working.
We're getting our food a little late, a little cold.
The staff seems to be coping really well, and nobody seems to be terribly upset about it.
With lives on the line, hospitals have to be prepared for power failures. But at Vancouver Island's largest hospital, a power failure this long is unusual. It meant 30 surgeries had to be canceled and dozens of procedures had to be rescheduled. Some patients even had to be sent to another hospital. Lauren Grand's wife Judy was one of the canceled surgeries.
She's been on all weekend waiting for surgery, and they've had skeleton staff on. And now this is delayed her some more.
Health officials say all the canceled procedures will be rescheduled as soon as possible. In the meantime, they're learning all they can from the power outage.
This is a good test for us and for our staff about what could happen in a real, more significant emergency.
As for what caused the underground power failure, that's still under investigation.
BC Hydro has redundancies built in. Power outage is uncommon in hospitals. However, the outage occurred past the redundancies.
This temporary overground line will power the hospital until the main system can be fixed. Hydro crews are hoping to have that done by Tuesday evening. So again, hydro crews are hoping to switch on that temporary system around 5:30 this evening. It'll then be business as usual. The lights will come back on, the air conditioning will work. It won't just be the critical services the hospital can provide. It'll be really business as usual, and patients won't really see much of a change tomorrow when they work on all of that to repair the main system. Overnight tonight, they'll be repairing the main system. They're already starting to dig the holes for that. So we might see it on sooner than dinner time tomorrow. Scott?